From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Well, we seem to be having more of a difficult time for us to clear out here this afternoon here for the coast, but I do think we could see some patchy clearing, but maybe not as much as we've seen in the last few days. We also have a cooling trend over the next few days for the inland areas in Trinity County in particular, which will peak on Thursday, but warming back up again as we get toward the end of the week and into the weekend. There's that cooling trend. In fact, we're down to the upper 80s even for Trinity County, but then back up to about 100 degrees here by the time we do get into the weekend. Here's your forecast for the rest of the day today. Up to about 90 inland, and for the coast, I'm expecting daytime highs somewhere in the mid-60s, give or take here, under the mostly cloudy skies. Now, here's a look at Trinity County. We're about 93 for Weaverville, 94 Hayfork, and 92 degrees for Lucid. You get the idea, low to maybe some mid-90s in there. Cooler spots like Ruth will be more like the 80s. Now, the cooler air is continuing to, or the heat that is continuing to dive to the south, allowing our temperatures to drop and peak on Thursday. Now, by Friday and through the weekend in particular, another bubble of heat begins to expand into Southern California. Now, that's where the main heat will be, but it will expand into Northern California, giving us that increase in the temperatures. You saw the triple-digit heat for Trinity County, probably more like the upper 90s inland, and of course, no big heat wave for the coast, probably still in the mid-60s for those daytime highs. Now, as we go into next week, that heat begins to migrate back down to the south, and you see this little trough of low pressure right here. That's number one, added instability, but number two, it's cooler air or coolish air, and that's why our temperatures will drop going through next week. Now, I want to show you the visibility here for the rest of the afternoon. And I think we could see some clearing out there. Not entirely for everyone, though. And then tomorrow morning, there's that fog returning. Tomorrow afternoon, some breaks in the clouds for many of us along the coast. And then as we go into Thursday morning, more of that fog. And then Thursday afternoon, we'll be looking at that kind of clearing out again. But you see how it's a little bit more difficult, looks like, on Thursday as we see more of that marine layer. Now, I want to also show you the potential for thunderstorms in the forecast because they are in there. Not necessarily today or tomorrow. Here's Wednesday at 5 p.m. We're just seeing some clouds move in. But what I want you to take note when we go into Thursday, see how we're starting to see some of these thunderstorms popping up in showers in Siskiyou County and maybe even northern portions of Trinity County, including places like Trinity Center. Otherwise, it's just going to be partly cloudy skies going into Thursday. All right, so here's your marine outlook here, your marine forecast. Your alert is a small craft advisory through tomorrow morning for this area right here. For this area, we've got a small craft advisory through 9 a.m. Wednesday morning and down to the coast of southern Humboldt County until 3 p.m. on Wednesday with that small craft advisory. Now, the wave heights is showing, as we go through the day today, not much change, about 6 feet heading out to sea. And then going into your Wednesday, we actually see those wave heights begin to drop. So conditions will improve, and that's why those small craft advisories will be allowed to expire tomorrow. Here's your marine forecast for today. Winds from the northwest at 5 to 10 knots. Your waves from the north at 5 feet at about 6 seconds. That patchy dense fog mainly this morning, but it's going to start to clear off here this afternoon. Temperatures low to mid 90s for Trinity County, although Ruth about 87. Right around 90 for many of us inland. Garberville, a high of 85, about 62 degrees in Fortuna, and Shelter Cove, about 75 degrees. And looking at your 7-day outlook, for Hoopa, we're down to 87 degrees by Thursday, 89 for Weaverville. But then temperatures will start to increase again. We're in the triple digits for Weaverville by Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday. But for Hoopa, it may struggle to reach that triple digit mark, but it will be close and could even touch 100 degrees, especially by Sunday. Looking at your 7-day outlook for Eureka, temperatures between 63 and 65 really over the next 7 days under partly to mostly cloudy skies.